I bet you're all wondering why I'm sitting here and not John Bryden, the chairman of Kirstys Kids. What's Santa doing there? I bet you that was a surprise, children. Old Santa Claus sitting on John's chair. Well, you see, girls and boys, Santa Claus, he sees everything. And when you get as old as me, you've seen a lot of things. If you Googleize me, you'll see that I'm 1,750 years old. So I've seen a lot. Oh, I've seen an awful lot, boys and girls. What I saw this year was a disaster. Oh, in terms of disasters, it was only a wee one. Could have been a lot worse. But it was a disaster nonetheless. When a big railway embankment went straight through a children's care centre at Lochailort, Kirstys Kids, John and Jan were devastated. They put their heads in their hands, but for a moment. You see, they started picking up spades and shovels and working hard. Everybody was saying, "Oh, that's it, finished." But they watched, and John and Jan didn't stop. And people helped. Lots of people. Justin's tool hire, for one. They gave them a digger and a big bucket machine, a dumper truck. And Jan and Jan were working on it for hours. And people came. They came. They came for weeks. Volunteers, people from the village, people from all over the place. And what people they were. You know, they were all smileys, every one of them. Some were more smileys than others. And they snipped hedges and they worked like Trojans. And then along came somebody with a very, very steady hand. A surgeon. Cutting hedges, looking after the gardens so they didn't get overgrown. But he wasn't a tree surgeon. It was a surgeon from the Belford Hospital in Fort William on his day off. You see, boys and girls, when disaster happens, people will come and help, and it's up to you when you fall over to dust yourself down and just get up and go for it, and help will come. Can I tell you how much help they had? Well, you know, I haven't seen it very often, but I can tell you over 2,000 hours were clocked up of volunteers helping the John and Jan, and the care centre will be open next year. They were awful upset though. You see, they've worked hard having respite care families for 9 years, and they've helped over 200 families and raised over £115,000. Never take a penny. Nobody in the trust ever takes a penny for expenses or anything. It all goes to their children, and that's what I think is wonderful. But here, they were upset because they couldn't help the kids this year. And that's where I'm here, because I decided to drop in on them and give them a hand. So Jan and Jan fixed up their old van, put the Kirstys Kids trailer on it, and I was able to set off with them on an adventure, going across the whole of Scotland and even into England. Oh, it was a fine adventure, and helping over 50 children having the most wonderful Christmas this year, with guardians, mums, dads, parents and family. And it's nice to see them having that special time. Absolutely wonderful time they were having. It's not the COVID. You can be perfectly sure that we took all the safety precautions when we were going round, children. It's Santa's cough going down the chimneys. It's all that soot. Over 1,750 years, I tell ya. Anyway, central heating's making it much easier. So there we have it. You see, this is a family. This charity is a family, and every one of you people out there are all part of it. Because Jan and John are just two cogs in a great big wheel and could do nothing without you as their family. You to support them. Keep supporting them. Because by supporting them, you're helping some children that have been in the darkest, deepest despair, have some fun and respite, even if it is just but for a moment. So my message to you, my Christmas message to everyone, forget the big presents and the parcels. Wealth does not make you happy. Happiness comes from helping others, helping neighbours and friends and family and children. You make us happy, and that's what keeps us going. God bless you. Have an absolutely incredible Christmas, and thank you for supporting them and supporting Santa Claus. Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas!